what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Big Up Baseball Banter, here with Elias. So, the New York Mets have signed Taijuan Walker to a 2-year, $20 million contract. Before we get into that, make sure you guys check us out on Instagram, and please, link in the description to our link tree at the top link. Please join our Fantasy Baseball League. Draft is next Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern Time. We're going to start our live stream at 7, do a little quick podcast, go over some news, and then we'll start the draft at 7:30. You can either watch the live stream or you can call in, be a part of the stream. We're going to talk shit. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be awesome. So, also, with these new news videos, I'm going to try to get into actually more depth. Since the news broke a little while ago, I think when news breaks now, I'm going to do a quick reaction and then I'll try and do a more in-depth video. Since the news broke a couple hours ago, I'm going to go in depth here. So, earlier this morning, I got a notification, Taijuan Walker signed with the Mets. And if you guys know me, I've been hyped about this move. I really want Taijuan Walker. Why do I want Taijuan Walker? He's perfect back-end starting pitching depth with the potential to be an upper in the rotation pitcher. He's got some good stuff. Taijuan Walker's contract goes like this. Year 1, he's going to be making $10 million. Year 2, $7 million. Year 3, he has a player option, which will be $6 million, which can get up to $8.5 in incentives based on how well he performs. There's also a $3 million buyout if he declines his own player option. The deal is guaranteed $20 million. Pretty fair. Is it an overpay? Slightly. Am I mad that they overpaid? No. You need starting pitchers. Starting pitchers get paid, especially when he and maybe Odorizzi are the only two really quality starting pitchers on the market still. And he's younger, and a lot of teams were in on him. I'm really glad the Mets didn't get outbid. We've missed on a couple free agents here and there. Am I mad at the Mets for doing nothing as some people think they did? It's ridiculous how people think the Mets haven't done anything when they freaking got Lindor, but whatever. I'll get into that another day. So last year, Taijuan Walker had a 2.7 ERA, a 1.63 WHIP, and 50 strikeouts in 53.1 innings. He had a 1.3 WAR, and his career stats go like this: 7.1 WAR, 3.84 ERA, 1.246 WHIP, in 581.2 innings pitched and 528 strikeouts. So he's around 1 strikeout an inning, around that. The issue with Taijuan Walker's always been staying healthy. He's had Tommy John before. He got non-tendered from the Diamondbacks because of his injuries. But that can also be a positive. He doesn't have too many innings on his arm, but it is a bit concerning. Am I concerned? I'm not too concerned. Walker's repertoire goes something like this. He has a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a split finger, a sinker, and a curveball. His 4-seam fastball he throws 38.3% of the time, his cutter 21.5%, his split finger 18.7%, his sinker 11.3%, and his curveball 10.1%. So a nice mix of pitches that he all throws similar amount of times. I'll have some StatCast Baseball Savant charts down below just for a little more information on his repertoire. Getting into some of his splits, he had a 4.79 ERA against left-handed batters. Not great, but a 1.38 against right-handed is elite. He struggles a bit with runners in scoring position, but most pitchers do. I'm not too worried about it. So where does Taijuan Walker fit in this Mets rotation? In my mind, he's most likely the 4th starter coming into the season. Mets rotation is looking something like this. Jacob deGrom as your 1, Carlos Carrasco as your 2, Marcus Stroman as your 3, Taijuan Walker 4, and David Peterson 5. This move also makes it so Joey Lucchesi can move to the bullpen, and he gives you a ton of length and a ton of versatility, another great lefty. When Syndergaard comes back, Peterson can move to the bullpen, Taijuan Walker can move back to the 5, Stroman can move to 4, Syndergaard to 3, Carrasco 2, DeGrom 1. And now you got multiple left-handed options in the bullpen who can give you a lot of length. Also, you can go make a trade for someone, of course, at the deadline, thinking that this team is going to be very competitive. So overall, I really like the move. I can't stand people being all pissed about it because it was an overpay. You needed him. You needed another starting pitcher. DeGrom said in his press conference today, you have 5 pitchers, but most times it's not only going to be 5 pitchers in the rotation. So I love the move. It looks like it's probably going to be our last move this offseason. Also forgot to mention we need to make a roster move on our 40-man. So who's going to get cut? Most likely Guillermo Heredia, defensive outfielder. We brought in Pilar. We brought in Almora. He's probably gone. So that makes most sense. I wouldn't be surprised if we win the division this year. We're going to have our predictions soon. The Mets are going to be a really good team this year, and this is a really good offseason. I would give this offseason an A. We're going to do our grades, all that kind of stuff coming in the very future. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. And make sure to join that fantasy league. Link below.